Hello! Welcome back, everybody. This is the Independence Valley Road Race here in Western Washington. It's my second road race ever. My very first one was put on by the same group, 5311. They do a phenomenal job. And I gotta tell you, this was a great race. I'm really excited to get into it. So if you haven't already, grab yourself a beverage, get some popcorn, settle in. It's a pretty cool race. Some fun things happened in this race. So, first thing I'll say, if you're new to racing, this video might be a good case study for you. I'm also new to racing, like I said, second race. So if you're kind of curious what racing's all about, what it's like, it might look a little bit like this. So yeah, nothing to be afraid of. If you're on the fence, just sign up and do it. It's absolutely awesome. It's such a good time. I'm obviously a fan. I'm making videos of these races and sticking them on YouTube. I'm having a great time. But yeah, I would just encourage anyone who's thinking about it to just sign up. Just do it. Just do it. I think you'll have a good time. Okay, so a big difference between this time and last time I raced, I actually have teammates on this race. There's 5 of us from TeamODZ. In fact, you can see the ODZ kit right in front of me. This is Chase. He's on our team. We've got John Stoker, who's riding right in front of him. Jason is, I think, somewhere behind us. He might be on my wheel, actually. I'm not sure. And then we also have Clint. Clint is towards the front of this group at the moment. So we actually had a little bit of team strategy. It's a field of 30 with 5 riders. I think we were the largest team represented, so that's always a good thing. And this was our strategy. Clint is probably the strongest, and so obviously we want to do what we can to kind of put him in a winning type position. But that means that we also, as a team, need to make sure if people are breaking away, that we're covering those, that we're marking people, so that we do have an ODZ person represented in a break. And that's what we wanted to do. And I think we did a pretty good job of that, And as you'll see here pretty soon, some of those tactics kind of go into effect, and I think they work pretty well. So let me just kind of talk about kind of our team members real quick on this race. Myself, I'm terrible. I'm like by far the weakest rider on our team. Don't know what I'm doing, and not great fitness. I do what I can, but it's not much. So that's me. Jason behind me, taller rider, but an absolute beast. Tons of watts. You would never want to be up against this guy if you were doing a longer road race. I'm pretty sure Jason would eat anyone for breakfast if you challenged him to a 200 or 300 mile road race. He would absolutely decimate you. So, but yeah, he bikes a ton of volume every year. The guy's a beast. But new to racing, but he's got a lot of fitness. John Stoker, I've been racing with him in the Zwift Racing League for 2 or 3 seasons now, and he basically wins all the points all the time. We won this season our division, and we won last season that division, and mainly because of John. He's a savvy rider. He's got good fitness. He's got a massive sprint too, so he's pretty good. And then we got Clint, and I had never actually met Clint before, but he's pretty fast. So Clint was kind of our favorite to get on the podium today, and we did everything we could to make that happen. I didn't mention Chase. Chase is the guy right in front of me. His second road race, new to cycling, but he's played soccer for a billion years, so he's very fit. And, he probably weighs 90 pounds on a good day. So a hilltop finish for him is great news. He's going to do very well on the hills. So, but that's the team. And it just felt so good to be racing with other people, It's always fun with friends. Always more fun with friends. So we are coming up now to a hill called Michigan Hill, and it's the largest hill on the course. It's also where the finish line is. The finish line is essentially at the very top or right near the top of Michigan Hill. So I think we're all kind of going pretty easy right now. Everyone's kind of maybe getting mentally ready for the hill that is to come. I always think it's interesting on these hills because you're never quite sure how hard people are gonna punch it, you know? So you're not really sure like what hell on earth to prepare for. It turns out, well, I'll let it unfold here. We're at 1% grade. We're riding up to it. Oh, I should point out this rider on the right-hand side. I believe his, you know, I don't actually know his name. I think he had kind of some leg cramps later on in the race, which is too bad. Rode with him for just a brief little bit before he fell off the back. But yeah, he'll show up. We'll see him. Man, this course is beautiful. I mean, if you're seeing what I'm seeing, it's gorgeous out there, and it's varied scenery too. We have lots of trees, lush greens. We've also got some fields. It's just beautiful. That is something this course had in common with Vance Creek. Both absolutely stunning courses to ride on. And at the end of the day, racing's fun, but it's also just fun riding your bike in a beautiful place. So, you know, this race definitely checks both of those buckets. Pretty cool. See here on the right-hand side, we got the 1K sign. 1K to go. We're now kind of on that hill, and we're climbing. 1% grade here. It's going to kick up in a little bit, I think. Yeah, there you go. You can see a hill up there, can't you? Oh, man. Let's go ahead and skip up to that hill, and let's see how we fare. All right, here's the climb. Here's the pain. Oh, 7% grade. Oh, Jason's here on my right. Didn't see him, kind of snuck up on me. But yeah, 370 watts, 350 watts. This is a good time. I think up this hill, I averaged 380-ish watts. So not insane for a lot of people. That's a lot for me. But man, this is pain. 8% here. Ugh, just crushing it. But you know, on the upside, look how pretty this is. Such a nice place to suffer. You know, if you had to pick some place to die, I mean, this is not the worst place to do it. So, look at this. Look at this work. Oh, man. Oh, okay. Want to point, well, you can kind of see him. I think that's him in the camo jersey up here. Camo green jersey, yeah. This guy, I just thought was super strong, and it was evident a little later on. There's a group that gets away. Spoiler alert. Kind of towards the top of this hill here, and he didn't catch it, and he was pretty upset by it, and so for me, I just saw this guy as like a pretty big threat. I think he was pretty strong, and yeah, later on we'll look at what we did to try to, you know, kind of equalize the race a little bit with this guy. But wow, look at the wattage right now. It's hovering around 400 watts there for a while. 9% grade. Oh, here's the finish line, I believe, right there. Yep. Oh boy. It's kind of hard to watch. 10%. Jeez. Just a lot of suffering. 400 watts. Heart rate, 186 beats per minute. I am pretty tired at this point. I am pretty tired here. Oh, and you can kind of just now see it. Yeah, group got away off the front. Now, the great news here is that Clint, ODZ guy, is in that group. That's awesome news, which means the rest of us, we're not going to chase this back. We're just going to sit in, eat a tuna fish sandwich, watch some Netflix, and just have a great time. So you can see him up there. Yeah, we're not going to chase this back. We're not going to chase this back. Oh, right here on the right-hand side, Apex team. I think that's Sam. Really cool guy. Row with him a bit later on, too. The guy who's just going now for it. Big push right there. On the left-hand side, we'll see him a bunch later on, too. I don't know. It was like people right here just realized that, like, oh, that group might actually get away. And so, like, now they're putting in a dig. I think it's too late for that, but... people are trying, I think. Really cool downhill section coming up. Super fun, lots of corners. But yeah, I'm excited to show you guys later on in this race some cool stuff happens. It's really fun to have a team. I'll say that again. Man, 550 watts. Push, push, push. Here we go. 35 miles an hour. Woohoo! I mean, come on. Nothing beats this. This is so much fun. Riding bikes. It's the best. This kid on the right, I feel bad for him. You'll see him kind of like holding his heart later on in the race. I thought he was like in trouble, but no, he got stung by a bee. Poor kid. Oh, guy on the right hand here. That guy, super scary. He might weigh less than Chase does, and his legs are huge, so I was worried about him, but we'll meet him later on. Here we go. 40 miles an hour. Tap the brakes here. Didn't want to get in Chase's way. Come on, look at this scenery, look at this road. Bike racing, it's awesome. Heart rate's under control here, 150 beats per minute. Coasting down a hill. Ah, such a good time. Now, I did make a mistake here. I probably wasn't paying very close attention, and I should have. On the right-hand side of the road, you'll see a, right there, stop sign up ahead. I did not see that. I don't know what I was doing. But there's an intersection right here. I kind of forgot about it. Right here, I slammed on my brakes. I actually locked up both of my wheels and kind of skidded just for a second. And then I, was super slow around that corner, so then just had to get out of the saddle and chase, because it's going to lose these guys, Here we go. Up to 600 watts. Oh, 650 watts, 700 watts. I'm like, got to get the group. But we get back. We get back. We get back and things settle down. Go, 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 go. I'm not sure. You saw Chase look behind right there. I have to ask him. I didn't know. I thought maybe he was just kind of dangling off the back there until I could catch up to him so he could help pull me back to the group. I don't know if he was struggling himself or if he was just being super nice to me and trying to help give me a draft. Either way, thanks, Chase. Appreciate it. Again, for the 50th time, look at that scenery. I mean, look at the sky. Look at the fields. Look at the sunshine. You can't beat this. It's so much fun. Okay, so right here, we are in the chase group. There's a group of 5 off the front. Clint's in that group, so we're well represented. ODZ doesn't want to help pull this chase group back, so we just want to sit in and have a good time. And I started doing some mental calculus at this point, and I was thinking, okay, we got Jason in this group, got myself, we've got Chase here, and we've got John up the road a little bit. I don't know if you can see him. I don't know, he's probably 5th or 6th wheel or something in this chase group. And I'm I'm thinking about the riders we've gotten here, and because it's a hilltop finish, I'm thinking, you know, Chase actually has a super good chance of doing pretty well out of this Chase group. So something that I'm really kind of worried about is, okay, if there's like you know, another group tries to break away, we want to make sure we're in that group. If someone's trying to bridge, we want to be bridging with that person. But also I'm thinking we want to do whatever we can to kind of help Chase be protected and comfortable so that he's got the best shot at that hilltop finish within this group. So those are kind of things I'm thinking about. Just trying to keep an eye sort of on the front here. I'm probably a little too far back right now, but I'll move up in a little bit. Yeah, this kid in front of me, you can kind of see he's kind of holding his chest. Yeah, he just gotten stung. Poor guy. I don't know. I'm kind of a wimp. If I get stung by a bee and I'm riding my bike, I'm just, okay, guys, I'm done. I'm done. I'm kind of a wuss that way. Got to give another shout out to my wife, Laura. She came out with me again, and it's a long slog to get here from where we live. You know, it's a 6-hour drive. So really appreciate her making the trek out with me. And she was super awesome. She got videos of all of us crossing the finish line, and she took some pictures, so we've got that to look forward to as well. Pretty cool. Okay, a little roller here, 2-3%. Going over the top. Again, this rider in front of me, I think he's the guy who cramped up later. Poor guy. Cramps are no fun. Kind of looking up, looking for John here. Trying to see where he's at. There we go. You can see him right there. I decided to go up and maybe chat with him just a little bit, kind of see what he's thinking. Super nice riding with teammates, right? You can just be like, hey, I want to get in here. And they just let you in. It's awesome. It's like cheat codes. You can see that super strong guy that I was worried about earlier. He's there, I think, second or third wheel. So spidey senses are kind of going off. Just, okay, got to keep an eye on this guy. I think John's going to come up here in a second, chat with me. Man, 400, 500 watts. Goodness.
All right.
Oh, I'm talking with John right now. I think John was saying, you know, maybe in a little bit we could try to bridge if we want. I was like, okay, sounds good. So yeah, things are feeling pretty comfortable. Going to maybe skip ahead just a little bit. Something interesting is about to happen, so let's check that out. Okay, so we've got John right in front of me. On the front, on the left, is an Apex guy. There you go, he's in blue. And the guy that I'm worried about, that I was talking about earlier, is in front of John, and he starts kind of rolling off the front here. And I'm gonna pause it right here for a second, because for me, my whole race was like this moment right here. So again, it's Cat 5, no one cares, but I think it's fun to think about these things for just a moment. So humor me for a second. I'm not really a contender for, you know, the top 7 slots at all. But Clint is, and Clint's in the front group. So we want that group to get away. And it would be, a worst case scenario would be if this green guy over here was able to get to that group. Now, the odds that he could solo bridge, close to non-existent, but it would be the worst case scenario if he did manage to do it on his own and get over there. The other thing I'm thinking about, well, a slightly better scenario is if he was able to get across, but at least we had an ODZ guy with him. But again, unlikely the bridge would happen, but at least we'd have an ODZ guy with him. It's kind of second worst case scenario. But the other scenario I'm kind of entertaining at this moment is, well, how, like, I want Chase, who's in this group, to do well on the finish. And this green guy is the guy I'm kind of worried about. Is there a way here that I can kind of punish him for doing this? And I don't know if this is like good thinking or not, but my thought is, well, if I can burn a couple matches here and also kind of force this guy to burn some matches, it kind of works out for us, because this whole time Chase is just sitting in kind of resting, right? And so that would be a good scenario. So here in a second, you're going to see John kind of look back, and that's just why I decided to go for it. I go around on the left. Apex guy's not going to see it. I'm going to get a good gap, and then I'm going to blow past the guy in the green and make him sort of decide if he wants to try to chase me or just let me go. And if I was really trying to bridge with him, I would have slowed down a little bit so he could catch my wheel, but I don't. I just kind of push it, and I make him chase me for a few minutes. It's kind of funny. So check this out. Boom, right there. John looks back, and I launch. 900 watts. Here we go. I just look over, I'm like, let's go. But I don't slow down at all. I just keep crushing it. 500. Yeah, I can't hold this for very long. But we're uphill. Oh, man. This was fun. I look back. I see that he's chasing me, but I'm not going to slow up. Like, I want him to really suffer for this. Yeah, I want him to chase me for as long as he'll chase me, putting in some big watts. He's not in the draft. Obviously, I'm not in the draft, but the important thing is we got John on the front of the chase group just chilling, probably, and Chase is just sitting in too. So that it's a good thing. It's a good thing for everybody here, I think. So I just kind of pushed this for a while. I'm actually not sure how long I held it. This is my first time watching this. Man. This is fun. 300 watts. Okay, I'm kind of backing off here. Oh, yeah. Okay. This guy just caught me. He wasn't like belligerent towards me, but it was clear. He made it clear that he was unhappy about the situation in which he found himself. So he's like, okay, I'll roll with you. I was like, great. So my plan here was just to seem like I wanted this to work, but really to try to keep him off the front, keep him on the front as much as possible, doing pulls. And then when I was on the front, kind of soft pedaling, not pulling super hard. He's flicking me through here. But yeah, the point of this was not to get away, but to see how tired we could get this guy. So anyways, it's just a lot of this for a long time. Before I fast forward, just take a second, look at that beautiful sky, look at the fields, look at the trees. It's a beautiful day for racing. All right, let's skip ahead. And here we are, 11% grade, and the chase group catches us on this climb. They blow past us, and I had turned my GoPro off. And as this chase group is riding away from us into the sunset, I decided to turn my GoPro camera on so that you can see me getting dropped off the back. Kind of a bummer, but I kind of didn't. I felt like I did my job. I try to make that guy in the green work as much as possible. He catches on to the very back and is able to stay with them, although it looked like he was struggling a little bit. But yeah, so I'm feeling okay about the work that I did here. 11% grade, it's steep. This guy right in front of me that you can see was originally in the chase group, but is getting dropped off the back. He, at the top of the climb, he kind of let out a large Fudge! He was pretty bummed he wasn't able to stick with the group. But anyway, so he's my next target now. I gotta get to him, and we'll work together. I know I sound like a broken record, but look at this view. There's just not a better place to ride a bike. So super fortunate I get a ride in cool races like this and ride with cool people. That's a lot of fun. So right now I'm feeling really good about things. I'm assuming that Clint is still a part of that 5-man breakaway, and he's super strong, so we got a great chance to podium. I think points go 6 or 7 deep, and if Chase can get first in that Chase group, then he's going to be sitting, in 6th place, which is great. I think his biggest threat was the guy in the green camo. I think I'm really hoping he burnt a match or two, and yeah. So now you just got me and Jason and John. John's going to stick, I think, with that Chase group. He actually dropped a chain, and he's a super nice guy, so he also lent a guy on the side of the road a multi-tool. That kind of slowed him down a bit, but then we've got Jason, who's right now still up the road in the Chase group, but he gets dropped off the back, and we catch up to him eventually as well. But all in all, I'm feeling super good. This is a really good day for TeamODZ. Oh man, this is so much fun. 38 miles an hour, just open road. Ah, this is so much fun. I love this. I love this. So I'm just going to watch this descent here just for a little bit, and then we'll speed it up until we catch someone else. But there's still a little bit of action up ahead. It became interesting as we picked up more and more guys. You sort of start wondering, okay, how do I beat the guys that are, in my little group? And so there's some mental math that we do there. But at this point, my race is kind of done. For the team, I've done the work that I could do. So now it's kind of back to my personal objective, which was to do better than I did in my first race. And I got 18th place out of 30 in my first race, so I just wanted to do better than that. And I'm thinking, if I play my cards right, I should be able to do better than that. So yeah, we'll see how well I do. I'll go ahead and fast forward here, and we'll keep it going. All right, we eventually catch up to Sam, Apex rider right here, and he rolls with us until the end of the race, I believe. Yeah, he stays with us. So now we've got a group of 3 here, and we're gonna pick some more people up. I'm watching this, and all I'm thinking about now is my next race in July. Same course actually as my very first race, but they race it in the other direction. So I believe it was clockwise last month, and then next month it's going to be counterclockwise. So but that'll be fun. I think I'm going to have some teammates there as well. I don't think we'll have 5, but we may have 3 or 4 people out. So that'll be great. I think Chase is going. I think Jason's going, and hopefully John's going too. So that'd be great. Yeah, I'm really excited. Okay, we'll keep it moving. We'll keep it moving. Here we go. And we did it. The rider up here, this is Jason, teammate. So good to see him. I mean, it'd be better not to see him, of course. But always good to be riding with a buddy. So Yeah, Jason, super strong rider, man. I'm really hoping that I get to do some long distance cycling with him in the future. He's the man when it comes to long distances. He's also a beast on a gravel bike too, which I don't have one, but I gotta get one so I can ride with this guy. So now we have 4 of us, and we are just riding around. The 4 of us here, we work together pretty well, and it's just fun riding with people, you know? I think I said that in my first race as well. It's always a good time when you're riding a bike with people. It's a lot of fun. Anyways, not working too hard. Just hanging out, having a good time. I think we do catch more people here eventually. So yeah, maybe I'll skip ahead to that bit. We'll go from there. Okay, and here on the right-hand side, Alan. We meet Alan. Now, this guy to me is kind of scary. Remember, it's a hilltop finish, and Alan here looks like he weighs nothing, and his legs are massive, so I'm pretty nervous. Yeah, I'm just nervous that not going to really have a chance against this guy. And on this next climb, I think on this next climb, aside from Jason, I think the other guys also outclimb me. So that makes me a little nervous. Actually, I think Jason and the Apex guy kind of climb a little slower. That's right. And then it's the other 2 guys that outclimb me. So I'm definitely worried about that on the final climb. Thinking about how I'm going to be able to beat them. And here we go. The dreaded turn. Now we're headed for Michigan Hill. And it's going to be a fun time. Again, I love the way the scenery changes. You know, you go from fields to trees. It's lovely. Just talking to Jason there. Like, what do you think? He's like, I'm riding a bike. It's fun. Fair enough. Here we go. 400 watts, 350 watts. Let the climb begin. As much fun as this is, I'm going to skip ahead again. All right, we're in the last quarter, last fifth of this race, and we're climbing 7% grade here. And oh, here's the guy I'm worried about.
All right. Sorry, man.
I feel bad for the guy.
You got this. Round 2.
Had a puncture or something. Here's Alan just tearing up this climb like a beast. I think I told him to slow down here in a second.
Slower, that's okay too. Just saying.
I was like, hey, you can ride slower if you want, just saying. And of course he doesn't.
Yeah, man.
He was like, pretty sore. I was like, yeah. Yeah, so I'm thinking to myself, oh man, this is going to be a brutal hilltop finish if I'm competing against this guy. So, yeah, I was a little worried about it. But I'm trying to ride a measured effort here and go all out. Heart rate's 181 here. I can go to 188 if I need to. Got the other 2 or 3 riders behind me. Obviously, we'll catch this guy on the downhill. Not a big deal. There's some separation. It's okay. I'm starting to think kind of like late game. I'm trying to think about, you know, how can I just start being smart, saving energy so that I have the best chance possible at the end to maybe win this little group of 4 or 5 people that we have. This is so much fun. Massive shout out to TeamODZ again for being such a great cycling club. All really great people over at ODZ. And a huge thank you to 5311 who puts these races on. It's they're great races. I know this for a lot of people is probably really boring footage to be watching, but I don't know. My hope is that maybe there's some other people that will be looking to do this race next year, the years to come, and this might be a little course recon. Or maybe if you're just, you know, thinking about getting to cycling or you're new to it, you want to try out a race, you can kind of see what it's like. It's kind of like this. Really pretty, lots of fun. All right. Go ahead and finish this descent, then I'll skip ahead. And we'll see how things shake out. We'll see if Clint gets on the podium. We'll see how Chase does on the climb, and we'll see if I am able to beat or do better than 18th. We'll see how it goes. Man, I love coming down these hills. $43 miles an hour. Woohoo! 44. Oh, this is awesome. So much fun. Never gets old, that's for sure. All right, skipping ahead. Okay, the end of the race is coming up. We're getting close now. And this is the final group for me right here. Five of us. And these are the 4 guys I got to beat to the top. And yeah, I'm just starting to think about, okay, you know, what do I need to do? The reason why I'm moving up here is that rider that was in the back, I think he was having just some cramps and whatnot. I just didn't want to be on his wheel. I was afraid that he might just start slowing down. And, you know, I don't know. I just didn't know if anyone was going to try to go early. If they did, I wanted to be there. So I just didn't want to be on his wheel. So I kind of moved to the front and then just started soft pedaling, you know, make someone come around, and then now I'm hopping on his wheel. So, yeah, this just felt more comfortable to me. And yeah, I'm thinking, okay, gotta get my mind right. This is gonna be a tough climb. You know, I want to dig deep here. I really want to do, you know, as well as I can with the group that I've got. So I'm just gonna try to, you know, keep my face out of the wind and see what I can do. Now right here, he's pulling off. There's a big headwind here, and instead of pulling through, I was kind of like, no, I don't really want to pull. So, yeah, I didn't know how long I could get away with this. So, yeah, I just kind of did that once. I think I pulled through on the next time, you know, but I just, you know, I'm trying to do small things to kind of minimize, you know, my exposure to the wind, trying to kind of just stack the deck in my favor a little bit. I think small things like this do make a difference. So yeah, that was my attempt at being smart here. And you can see he continues his pull for a while. And so yeah, that worked out pretty well. I think he's gonna move off here in a little bit, and I'll pull through. But yeah, we're getting close. We're getting close. Here we go. Pulls off again. I'll take this pull. But again, I'm not gonna go super hard. Just gonna keep it around 220 watts, I think. This was a headwind section. I didn't want to eat too much wind. I'm already on the left-hand side, already going soft, letting someone else pull through. Here's Alan. He's on the front now. Oh man, and I'm starting to get a little nervous. I know it's coming up. I know it's getting close. Here we go, back on this guy's wheel. It was this guy here and Alan, the one with the red, riding the giant bike. It was these two that I was really most worried about. So I'm pretty comfortable being on this guy's wheel right here. This feels good to me. Got some sun flare action in the GoPro. Look at that sun flare. It's a beautiful day out here. And yeah, so we're about to turn and begin our ascent up Michigan Hill, the final climb of the day. Now my GoPro has been recording a lot of footage, and so I actually don't have footage of the very end from my point of view, but because Laura was really kind in taking video, we do have footage of all of us crossing the line, so that's gonna be kind of fun. We can watch that in a bit. But yeah, this is the kind of the final moments right before the climb. And I'm feeling pretty good. As good as I can be. Here we go, right behind Apex. This is Sam. Feels like things are picking up a little bit. And here we go. Here is the right-hand turn. The dreaded right-hand turn. It's coming, I promise. A few seconds. Here it is. All right, committed, locked in. Let's do this. And I actually wanted to get on the front just because I wanted to sort of dictate the pace. Like, I didn't want everyone to go too crazy, but you know, these guys want to go kind of fast, kind of hard, kind of early. That's fine. I didn't want to blow up too early on this ascent. And then Alan, I think, comes up, and this is what I tell myself. I said, I'm going to stick on this guy's wheel. If I start to lose him, I've got to dig deep. I can't lose this guy. I've got to stay on him. I got to stay with him the whole time. And yeah, he was really the guy that I thought was going to take it. So I thought, I'm just going to stay within striking distance the whole time up this hill. Anyways, let's go ahead and check out and see how we did in the end. I'll switch cameras now over to the finish line. Let's check it out. So here's the very front of the race. The very front of the race. There's first and second. Oh, and on third place, we got Clint. TeamODZ. Boom! On the podium. Very cool. Very cool. And here's the chase group. And who's at the first spot in the chase group? It's Chase. It's Chase. 6th spot right there. Fantastic. And would you look at this? The third guy here in the chase group is our green camouflage friend right there. And this one's me. And I was able to take first across the line of that small little group in 15th spot, which I am super proud of because 15th is better than 18th. And oh yeah, let's watch Jason cross the finish line too.
Come on! Don't let him get you!
Here he comes. Here he goes. Boom! Way to finish. Way to finish. Well, guys, that's all. It's a fun race. See you on the next one. Bye.